My name is Jim Thomas, and welcome to the Fitness Management Update. Our topic today is how many membership sales would you like to make each day? Now, when you do this, okay, the key thing here is you must know your numbers. It's not just a matter of saying, I want to make 2, I want to make 3, I want to make 4. You have to know your numbers. You have to know where you're at, and then you can make some accurate assessments as to what the potential is going to be for that day. And, of course, you can do this as a club, as a department, as an individual salesperson. So for the sake of this example here today, let's look at this from the sake of an individual salesperson, and you must know your numbers. So let's say as an individual, your monthly sales goal is 40 sales. All right. And so if you're working, a full month, and, typically if you got a couple days off each month, you're going to work about 20 days that month. And so what that's going to come out to is if you want to make 40 sales in the month, make 2 sales each day. Bear in mind when I say this, I'm not talking about company produced. I'm not talking about telephone inquiries and walk-ins and all that. That's all extra. I'm talking about producing these sales. So you're going to produce 2 sales a day in this example. So if you're a 50% closer, if you're selling a membership to half the people you're talking to, you would need to make 4 presentations every day. And of course, the truth is, if you're a better closer than that, you're going to make more sales. So these numbers can go up even higher for you. So if you're a 50% closer, you need 4 presentations. So just real quick, you want to make 40 sales. It's 2 sales a day, which means 4 presentations a day. Now, if you're going to make 4 presentations a day, and let's say your show percentage on your appointments is 50%, that would mean you would need 8 appointments every day. So you think about it, 8 appointments a day, 4 of them show up, close half of them, there's your 2 sales. So your focus is not on the end result, because the reality is sales, it's much like money. It's a trailing indicator of how other things are being done. It's not a leading indicator. The leading indicator here, would be the number of presentations you're making, the number of appointments you have each day. So a 50% show ratio, you're going to need 8 appointments each day that you work. And I'm talking about 8 appointments when the day begins. I'm not talking about trying to set that day up on that day. Now, how do you get these 8 appointments? Well, the key thing is you're going to have to make outbound calls. You're going to have to make, contacts. And, say based on a 10% contact rate, you need to make about 80 outbound calls per day. Use that as a basic formula. You might be better than that. You might not be that good at it, okay? And it doesn't matter necessarily for the sake of this. On all of these are all examples. Let's say your closing is not quite 50, maybe it's 40, maybe it's 30, maybe your show percentage is lower. The thing is, you can still hit these numbers as long as you know what your numbers are that lead up to it, and just work those numbers, and then as you get better at this, your performance is going to improve dramatically. Now, in order to make those outbound calls, you're going to have to be, bringing in new leads every day. Now, for top producers, we like to see those top producers bringing in about 15 new leads per day. If you have this many new, fresh leads coming in every day, along with everything else that's in your CRM or in your tickler file, you're going to be in pretty good shape to have some success in these outbound calls. And when you're doing this on lead production, think of this in the same manner that we're talking about here. For example, internally, whether it be floor referrals or whether it be point of sale referrals, 5 referrals will get you a sale. Okay, think of it in terms of one-on-one contacts out in the community and getting names and numbers. 10 of those will get you a sale. Think of it in terms of print work and flyers and getting that out. 250 flyers will get you a sale. Think about it in terms of lead boxes. 25 leads will get you a sale. So know your numbers, know what your percentages are, and then you can work to improve upon those. But, the sale is the last thing that happens after a lot of things have been done right. My name is Jim Thomas, and this has been the Fitness Management Update.